Well, we mentioned the White House Correspondents Association dinner. We call it Nerd Prom, and Anna Marie Cox and I got to spend it on the red carpet looking at all the glitz and glamour that it is both Washington and LA. Take a look. Now this is the star power we've been looking for all day long.
This is the first time I've talked to him in a long, long time.
Why are you turning on his phone calls?
Yes.
First of all?
This is the strangest, most bizarre thing I've ever been involved in.
Now, who are you excited to meet tonight?
Excited to see Jay and obviously meet the president potentially for the first time.
But I'm surprised you've never met the president.
No, I haven't. I met the vice president quite a few times and haven't met the president yet. So
No personal phone calls? No
yeah, he's called me. He's called me a
you.
couple of times. He's called me from Air Force One the other day.
Hey!
What's going on in the
What's going
house?
up? Representing for my homies.
Is there anyone you're excited to meet tonight?
Everyone, actually. I just came in with my buddy Chris Tucker. It was good to see him.
We understand that you know Michael Steele.
Michael Steele?
Yeah.
Do I?
Do you?
I think I do.
He knows.
All right. He
knows-
says
yeah.
you're his bud. No.
Who is Michael Steele?
So you're asking people what they're wearing and all that?
What are you wearing?
Yeah. Oh. You know what they say around here, though? That DC is Hollywood for ugly people.
I've heard that a few times. I don't know why everyone's saying that. That's not nice.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas, ABC News.
Mr. Douglas.
That's what it looks like to get snubbed. And we should note, in full disclosure, David Chalian also snubbed us
That's
on the
right.
red carpet.
Snubbed.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
didn't come over. We saw him. We yelled.
You
He wasn't
waved. I
coming
couldn't
over.
get to you guys.
Yeah, that was
Likely
true. You just
story.
didn't want to talk about who you were wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anna Marie Cox joins us from GQ Magazine. Anna, thank you. That was a blast.
It was so
on
much
Saturday
fun.
night.
I think we had a good time. I think we had a better time than the people we were talking to.
Probably the case. Your highlight of the evening?
My highlight of the evening, actually, let's see, got my picture taken with Tracy Morgan.
Awesome.
Very
Yes,
cool.
awesome, because you know what was extra awesome about it is whose guest he was. Do you know?
No.
David Rimnick, the editor of The New Yorker.
Now that's a good little tidbit. I like that.
Good combination.
That's a good get. It is. And then the other thing is meeting Judd Apatow, director of Freaks and Geeks, who is it's the Washington theme song, basically. Freaks and Geeks. And then also Zach Galifianakis, the comedian, was there, and he was fantastic.
I'm curious, did you find that people wanted to talk on the red carpet? The Washington
It
types
was
felt comfortable? I mean,
interesting.
Robert Gibbs obviously said it was a little surreal, but was it hard to get them to talk to you guys?
It was interesting who came and who didn't. What I loved about Gibbs is Gibbs made a beeline for us, actually. Like, he came over and
Comfort zone.
we were the comfort zone, right?
He knew somebody there. It wasn't E or Access Hollywood.
E,
yeah.
Access Hollywood, Entertainment Tonight, all those people were there, and he was like, oh my God, I'm glad to see
Friendly
you guys.
faces, yeah.
And then he got pulled aside and wound up doing E and Entertainment Tonight and Access
You can
Hollywood.
blame us for that, yeah.
And that's probably our fault. But Scott Brown clearly was very comfortable on the red
But most of the
carpet.
politicians went in another way. They
Yeah.
knew where the red carpet was, and we had to either grab them and get them there, or they just avoided us altogether.
What was your highlight? Who was your highlight?
I also meeting Zach Galifianakis, that was pretty cool, and also the cast of Modern Family.
Yes,
Ty Burrell.
you'll appreciate, I chewed off Matt Morrison's ear for not literally, thank God,
Not literally.
although it was tempting, for like half an hour, just telling him how much I loved Glee. Just over and over and over.
I scored a photo with him this weekend, but I think my favorite photo is my photo with Alec Baldwin.
We'll bring you that on the next top line. It did strike me. Look, when people make fun of, we get all glitzed up this once a year and all that. But the Hollywood types that I talked to, at least, were interested in talking about issues. I mean, Kim Kardashian went on a 2-minute tear about the Armenian genocide and the Obama administration on that. I mean, they seem to bring some serious.
The people who come to these things, they do seem to actually want to meet and talk to the famous people. There's actually my favorite picture of the weekend that does not include me is actually Zach Galifianakis watching Marine One take off. He got a White House tour. I mean, he was super psyched. Like almost every comedian I talked to had either gone to the White House or spoken to someone at the White House and had felt like this was something that they'd never thought they were going to do with their life. This is all the people they make fun of, and now they're going to do it.
But here's my question, and I didn't ask any of the celebrities that we brushed elbows with this weekend this question, but I do want to know, why do they want to come to this? I mean, I don't understand. They are animals at a zoo. We all are not around celebrities a lot. We stare at them all night long. We bug them for pictures. We want to just have idle chat with them. And what is in it for them? I don't understand why they want to come to this.
I have a long and involved answer to this, but I also think it has to do with fame is fame is fame is fame. And I think that for them, they watch, Keith Olbermann and Rachel Maddow, and they see Robert Gibbs behind the podium, and that's someone else from TV.
And I think there's an Obama effect, too, that you're seeing bigger names than we did during Bush. Now, we asked we got to talk about the comedic portion of the evening. And this is a pet peeve of mine, and I ask people on Twitter as well. Should they even have a stand-up comic? Should you have to follow the President of the United States who's trying to be funny? And Olivier Knox, our good friend from AFP, was asking, wasn't Saturday sort of the trial run for not having a comic?
I actually think that we've had some really good ones. I mean, the infamous Stephen Colbert one was brilliant in addition to being very funny. Wanda Sykes was very funny. I think that there has been funny in the past. I think this year maybe wasn't so funny. I do think it'd be interesting if they try to do sort of more non-traditional comedians like Stephen Colbert. Also, John Hodgman spoke at the Radio and Television Correspondents at dinner 2 years ago, and he was actually really good and made it his whole shtick was about nerds.
Clearly, there was an effort to go away from the edgy this year.
Right.
I mean, Jay Leno is as far from edgy as you can possibly get, and so that was clearly an effort.
He's the middle of the banana. That's like in terms of this banana peels.
And how many punchlines did Obama steal? He took the same territory that Jay was going to use. He did it first. It's the worst.
And did we all take some not so silent pleasure in the Politico bashing?
Oh, well. That was pretty fun. Oh, it's good for
It was very
Politico,
funny,
though,
and
in its
they
own
loved
way.
it. You could tell that they had arrived.
Right. Anna Marie Cox, thanks for being here, and we'll have more clips online at abcnews.com as the day goes on from all of our travails, our adventures in journalism.
Great job. Thank you for doing that. That does it for this edition. Click us on again tomorrow.
Twitter.com/TheNote.